Hi, everyone, and welcome to a new live session with the team of Work for Impact. I am Beatrice, head of social media, and I will be guiding you through the session. If you don't know us, Work for Impact is a big corporation and is a platform where purposeful freelancers meet purposeful organizations that want to grow and do great things in the world. In this series of live sessions, we're meeting with for-purpose organizations that will share their story with us. Today with us, we have Arbro Nagashi, project manager for international markets at Younity. Younity has a great experience with remote hiring, and today Arbrona will tell us more about it. So without further ado, let's add Arbrona to this conversation. Hello, Arbrona.
Hi, Beatrice.
Nice to have you here today.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Yes, finally we have Unity. So you guys have been with us for many years now. So and now it's like it's finally your turn to chat and share the wonderful things you guys do at Unity. So please tell us everything about it because maybe like the people that are following us don't know what Unity does, or maybe they know it but they don't know actually that it's Unity. So what's Unity is doing? What is the purpose of Unity? Because obviously is a purposeful organizations.
Of course, and that's actually what connected us to Work for Impact, like the purposeful way of working. Once again, thank you very much for the invitation. I am so excited for the fact that for the first live, I am with Work for Impact, which is really like the company that we feel so connected with, as I mentioned before, for the purpose. Younity is a company who is based in Switzerland, but we are working with 16 different countries all over the world. What we try to do, or actually what we do, is as simple as changing people's life. Every time I'm asked, like, what does Unity do? Like, I have to think, do I give now the boring version of what we do, or do I give the exciting version of what we do? And it has happened to me that actually when we are outside with the team and we catch, let's say, people attentions on like this Unity, we wear like all our Unity sweaters and people come to us and ask us like, what do you guys do? Most of the team says, we produce courses, we sell courses. And I'm like, no, guys, that's not what we do. I mean, yes, also, but what we really try to do is to change people's world and life. Like our, let's say, mission is to give to people the tools and the knowledge and the power that they need to live their lives on their own term, because we think that each person in this world has within the power to change their own lives, to achieve what they want to achieve, to improve their health, to achieve success, and to develop spirituality and to feel fulfilled. Like our vision and what we want to achieve is to have a world with people that feel fulfilled.
That's beautiful. Yes, and you definitely should go with the exciting version instead of like, because everyone could do courses, but then changing people's life is definitely like or provide the opportunity for people to go in depth, learn more about themselves and things like this. And you have great mentors as well, because in your platform you have amazing mentors that can provide this type of advice, right?
Absolutely. Like that's our commitment, basically. Like the way that we allow people to, like the tools that we give to people to make this change in their lives is actually to collaborate and to find like the international and local most well-known and best teachers, spiritual mentors, personal development mentors, and to create content with them. So that's where the part of creating courses comes in. We create courses, we create trainings, like long-term trainings as well, that people then can follow easily online from all over the world. Just a few of the names of these teachers are, for example, Dr. Joe Dispenza, who is one of the biggest teachers that we are having. And we also have other people like Alberto Violto, Anita Morgiani, And for the German market, there is very well-known Christian Bischoff. It's really a lot of speakers. And then for every local market that we work with, we find the best local speakers also there. I could mention many of them, but I think that as they are very local and international, we don't have to continue with the list.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of most of them. So yeah, and you have like an amazing roster in that sense. So, but you just mentioned something very interesting that takes me to the next question, actually. So you said local markets. So you have many different markets. So you work on many different markets, and you develop and deploy courses across all these different markets. But this was actually one of the things that made you guys grow, like in a sense that like you have been able to expand in different markets. So how have you been able to do that, and how did this happen?
Yes. So basically, Younity, as I mentioned before, has been founded in Switzerland, and for a few years, that's where we stood. So we just focused on the German market, on the German-speaking market. But then we realized that actually what we were doing was really making an impact, reaching a lot of people. Like we received so many positive feedback from people and how their life changed that we decided to go internationally and to try to reach more hearts and minds all over the world. As I mentioned before, like we currently work with 15 different countries. Saying countries is not like the correct way. I would say languages, because we actually have made it to reach more than 50 countries. Like the languages are 15, but then as we know, for example, the Spanish market includes many different Spanish-speaking countries. So that's where we have right now a bigger community than 1.5 millions, and we have definitely achieved to make our presence in 50 countries. Everything started with another manager who was at Younity before me. In 2019, he had to find a way to actually scale the business internationally. And I would say that there are many different ways that you could do that. Like you could go the traditional way, hire regular employees as like companies are used to, or maybe open new headquarters in different countries, but that would have been very slow. And like as of like one of my favorite entrepreneurs says, like the world is changing very fast, and it's not anymore like the big company who beats the smaller companies, but it's like the fast companies who beats the slow companies. So our main focus was on trying to be fast, flexible, and to reach these people in a quick way. And that's where we started working with freelancers. We have started, like our first countries have been Brazil, Portugal, Spain, and Turkey. We have tried different platforms, freelance platforms. We have started like defining what are the roles that we first need. So we started from finding local project managers for the different markets, and then thanks to their help, build a team that could actually work for Younity on these markets. That's when we met actually Work for Impact. That's when we connect with the purpose, because there are really plenty of platforms that offer you freelance services where you can find freelancers. But what we needed was more support, was somebody who would help us to find those freelancers and to even expand in all of these countries. So that's where we started being in touch with Geoff and with you guys. And let's say that initially we needed around 2 months to build a team that could work in this new different country. Right now we are even faster. So once we have decided in which market we want to expand, we first go with finding, for example, a market researcher, freelancer there. And then based on that, we move forward and we find project managers, social media managers, customer support, translators, and literally every other role that we might need, like copywriting, video editing, whatever.
Yeah, and people are super excited to work with you guys, I can tell you, because it's an amazing experience. And plus, like working with a super flexible, I mean, because you guys know how to work remotely, because this is something that it makes a total difference in the sense that many companies and organizations are scared to take that step because they might feel that they lose control, that they might feel that they will have I mean that this will create issues in their daily routines and things like this. How this has impacted you? So you have been like a, let's say, a traditional company, and then you realize that you needed to expand, and at that point you realize that freelancers could come in and help you guys, like in expanding, like without the need of opening subsidiaries or other local markets in other, let's say, more common and different ways. So so how is for you working remotely with the teams?
Well, actually, I am between like the project managers at Unity. I am the one that works mostly with freelancers. I work basically only with freelancers right now. And you mentioned before a word which was losing control, like companies are afraid of losing control. And I would say that sometimes there is nothing bad in losing control. Like, especially if you find committed people who put really their heart and their time and all of their commitment into trying to achieve what actually the company's vision is, that's when losing control is really nothing negative. It just brings positive results in there. The initial phase of working with freelancers has been not that easy, but not because of the freelancers or because of Unity, but because it was really the beginning and we needed to find these ways of working together. Because of course, like you're working with people who are from all over the world, you don't have them in the office, you need to find ways of communicating efficiently and also effectively, I would say, so that nothing gets lost. So the first year has been used to, yes, to expand and also to build this structure of project management, which works with freelancers. So we have our own like project management tools. We work with different like boards, which can be organizational tools. I mean, Monday, Notion, and all of these regular project management tools. What is good is that when we hire freelancers, like mostly freelancers think that when they have a freelance job, they have to work individually. They will not be part of a team. They will just do their job and their project. But what we search is really for people who are going to stay with us for the long term. Actually, most of our freelancers have been with us from the beginning. Like they have grown with Unity and they have made Unity grow. So that's how everything started. Like we try to build a team with them. We have regular meetings. We have not only meetings with the single freelancers, but only with the team itself, so that we can build this connection that is needed to actually make everything work. Because at the end, that's what connects us. Like it's really like this purpose, it's wanting to achieve something, like to make a positive impact in the world. And what we have found is really freelancers who bring both the skills to do this and also the commitment that is needed to continue growing and working and improving this way of working together. But really, we've never had issues with freelancers. It's really just about being open-minded, going for it, and then building, thanks to these freelancers, also the best way, the best structures that would help us continue working together.
Yeah, I think you said so many important things, and you provided so many advices for companies and organizations that, I mean, if would have been like a founder and a CEO of an organization looking forward to hiring freelancer or to explore this territory, I will be jotting down some notes, because here you said like very precious. You shared some very precious insights and piece of advice. So thank you so much. And also I have as well so many questions after this answer that you provided. So, for instance, you mentioned also tools. Obviously, once you start, you don't have a clear procedure. But now, do you have a clear procedure? So, once you step into a new market, you know exactly what you need to do. And once you hire freelancers, then you know exactly what are the steps that you need to follow. So I guess that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have this structure and we still actually continue to try to be flexible and to improve, because it's never like you can never have the perfect structure. There is always room for improvement. Like those tools that we have used are actually the same that we've used also for our internal employees. So for people who work in the headquarters. So it's just the different way of using them that changes. What we've done, like right now, when we hire freelancers, if they are part of our already existing team, then we have like the project manager of the country doing an onboarding process, having like an onboarding process for the person. So explaining what Unity does, how we work, explaining the different tools that we use and what our goals are. So that's how we proceed. If we want, like on the other side, to work on having a new market, for example, opening a new market, or I don't know, making a big change in the market, then we usually go for first hiring like market researchers, then based on that, analyze how we want to start, when we want to start. After that, like really our key role is what we call the country lead. So these local project manager, we usually call them country lead. And we, as project managers at Unity, work in onboarding these people. We have tutorials that we have created with, I don't know, platforms like Loom or any other recording platform can be used. Because of course, like if you want to be fast, you cannot expect to always have the time to invest personally to onboard these people. So of course, like the personal connection is very important, especially for us. And I think this should be really a focus for all of the companies. But having some kind of grounding, some foundation to start with is always good. So that's where these tutorials come. We show them to the freelancers, we give them the time to watch them, and then we meet for Q&As like for questions, for clarifying any further, for going deeper, or like more local, let's say, because then it can be that some small things change or some platforms change based on the market that we are in. But for sure, like the most important part is this onboarding process, because that's like a great start is what allows then you to continue and work better together.
Of course, like, and getting to know like the brand, what the brand does, what is the brand mission, and then have a clarity in that sense. I think it's key, and onboarding is one of the I think the most important moment in the life of a team member that joins any company. So that's important, and also this is definitely beneficial for the company as well, because once you have like a new team member that is joining and then has all the information, they can hit the ground running faster, and they can implement ideas, and then can become useful for the company as well in a faster way. And that's what you guys need, because I guess that you need to be fast. You have been growing fast. You grew from 1 million to 8 million, so in a super fast way. So you guys have been rocking, and you continue to rock. So I just wanted to ask you, do you have any particular story that you want to share from your experience, or any particular market that was new, that impressed you the most? I don't know. So any fun fact?
Oh, wow. Fun facts at Unity. I would say that we are full of them. But just talking about specific markets, I mean, not really about specific stories, but for us, like the Spanish market has been a key, let's say, and everything has worked out with freelancers. And also the Portuguese market has had like the same importance to us. With the Spanish market, the person who started this Spanish market has really increased it like increase the revenue and everything in a very quick way. So in 1 year, like the revenue that came from the Spanish market was very high one. And everything that was needed was really just this finding the right people who work with and working in terms of marketing strategies, social media, and so on. But like the thing that I would focus on is not only on how the markets have developed, but how these freelancers have developed. For example, the Spanish market country lead that we had before started as country lead for the Spanish market, and now he's the head of our international markets. And everything started on freelance basis. So that's also what I was meaning before when it comes to don't be afraid of losing control sometimes. And the same for the Portuguese market, like the improvement that the Portuguese market has had from 1 year to the other has been really amazing. And it's all thanks to the country lead of the Portuguese market. So basically what I do as project manager is handling 5 different countries. But like if I would have to think of investing like so much time on going deeply and like locally on these markets, then I would have to work probably, I don't know, 80 hours a week.
Yes.
And that would be really not possible at all for one person. So that's when like the help of these freelancers come. And right now, especially these freelancers who have been with us for the long term are very independent, autonomous, and most of the, let's say, the greatest idea come from them. So that's something that I really would like to focus on, like on really the value that these freelancers bring to the company.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then also you mentioned like also the opportunities, because you start as a freelancer and then maybe there are opportunities for them also to join the company in a more stable way. And then this is definitely like an opportunity that possibly some people might want to catch. So that's great. I think you provide really a variety of stories. Very interesting here. So we are almost already arrived at the end of our chat. Incredible.
Yeah.
So I mean,
This was fast.
Yes, absolutely. So, but before we go to the end of it, like I'd like to know if you want to share. Do you have any particular events or activities that Unity at the moment is doing? So you want to share with the team here and the audience that is listening today, and I will also listen in the next few days if they weren't able to join us live.
Yes, well, there is a lot going on currently, and one of the first things that I would like to mention is that we are always open for new committed freelancers to join our team. So new talents to join our team. We are always looking for people who can bring to us value to the team. So that's why a lot of times we don't search, for example, for, I don't know, a customer support person, a social media manager, but we actually would prefer people to come to us, to bring to us their talent, to show to us what they can do, and then we find a place for them in the team. Because as we are like developing so quickly and growing so quickly, we really need, a lot of times I think that we need roles that we didn't even know we needed before. So that's why for all of the freelancers who think that they can bring like their talent to Unity or want to bring their talent to Unity, we are very open to that. When it comes to events, we have a lot of online events going on in all of our markets, and we will also have live events in Switzerland. That's how we are starting for now, like after the whole COVID situation and not being able to meet live. We are coming back also, let's say live, but really in person. Yeah, finally, like we see that people really need that. So that's why we are starting this again. We are starting in Switzerland. We have many smaller and a few bigger events this year. Like Joe Dispenza will come again to Basel after the success of last year of having about almost 10,000 people joining the live event. We also have our Find Your Flow with many international big speakers coming live. Also, that one will be in Basel, and many others, many other live events. So whoever wants to know more about Unity, there is our Unity website, like the younity.com, and there you can find all of our information about events, live, in person, and online.
That's fantastic. I don't know if anyone who's following us and watching us live wants to do, or even say hi, or to do like a small question, but we are already almost to the end of our session, but okay, so you also contribute, like you are also part of Work for Impact, and also among, let's say, the events, we can say that there are also job openings at the moment. So on Work for Impact coming from Unity. So I just wanted to invite, if any freelancer that is watching us at the moment, who's going to watch us in the next few days, wants to go to Work for Impact and take a look at the open jobs that work for at Unity that are now available, then they can find them in our job section. Is there anything urgent, let's say, that you are looking for at the moment?
Yeah, we are looking for social media manager for the Spanish market.
There you go. Yeah, that's the beauty of being live.
Okay, so I will just quickly repeat what I was saying before, but yeah, I mean, we are currently searching for a social media manager for the Spanish market. That's the most urgent one. We are also searching for English copywriters who could join our Blueprint team, like our international team. And that's it for now. Those are the two open positions.
That sounds great. I hope that my connection is saying that is really, it's a little bit low, but I hope that you can hear me well and see me well still. Yeah, that's fantastic. So thank you so much. And for anyone who's interested, please head over to Work for Impact and the job section, and also head over to younity.com and learn all the things that beautiful things that Unity does. So Abrona, since there are no questions, but I hope that people we will be happy to answer any questions also in the next few days. So if you have any, please comment on below, on this event, so that we can pick up your question and answer. And then thank you so much again, Abrona, for telling this beautiful story of Unity. And thank you so much for involving so many freelancers from how many countries now?
15.
15 countries. So you hired, yeah. I think you have been hiring 120 plus freelancers.
Yes.
Okay. So,
yeah, exactly.
It has been a long journey. Also, thank you, Flora, for she's thanking us for this session. Thank you so much, and thank you for everyone for listening. And if you wanted to keep in touch with us, please head over to Work for Impact, subscribe to the newsletter, so you can be and remain updated with everything that we do. And again, it's time to say bye, and thank you so much, Abrona, for your time, and see you soon.
Thanks a lot to you, Beatrice. Thanks to everyone who was watching this live, and I hope this information have been useful. And yep, looking forward to the next one.
Of course. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.